Well, viewers and subscribers, welcome back. This is a video that I didn't want to have to be making in this way, but unfortunately it is the case, as eBay has finally gotten back to me with a conclusive result as to what's going to happen with my account, and unfortunately it's not the one that I wanted. We're going to talk about that in this video and talk about what my next plan is with eBay, because for those who've been watching since the very early days, you will know that eBay has been a big part of my income and business model for the last year or so. I want to talk about what my plans are next, so ultimately what went wrong, what happened to get my account restricted on eBay in the first place. So I'm going to first provide you guys with the context as to what the latest news is. So for the wider context first, I started selling on eBay maybe 6-7 months ago, and I had a lot of success. It took months and months to build up, but by the last month I was making over £10,000 worth of revenue, to the point where I was making even £1,000 worth of revenue in a single day sometimes. And it was looking like this was going to be a business that really could scale up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, maybe even £1,000,000 in revenue annually. One day though I got a message. My account's been restricted for a certain amount of time. This was due to some goods not being within eBay's parameters apparently. Then I decided to just leave it and leave it alone. I went away from the platform for some time, and then I got another restriction, this time for 14 days, and it went on, more and more restrictions. I just didn't know why. Turns out it was to do with one of my products after all, and rightly or wrongly I decided that I didn't really want to deal with eBay for a time. I took about a week off from selling eBay, went away, and when I came back my account had been fully restricted, MCO 11 ban. I asked why this was, and apparently it was due to the fact that I've had a couple of negative feedbacks, and ultimately the fact that I've had a few cases open that I haven't responded to. The reason why I didn't respond to those cases, again rightly or wrongly, was because I was away. I didn't want to deal with it whilst I was away because I wanted to kind of get away from eBay in the first place. Anyway, I come back to find that, and that was in late July. Ever since I've been contacting eBay daily, trying to get my account back, unrestricted, unbanned, all this sort of stuff. I finally got through to somebody who could help me, who said that I needed to submit two things. First, it was going to be my driving license or some form of ID, which obviously was my driving license. Then I needed to submit my bank statements and proof of purchase of the items. All of these things were going to be very easy to do as I had them on hand. So I submitted them all, no problems at all, and I was good to go. Until a few days later where I got another message. Well, thank you, all of your stuff has been approved. However, we also want to approve your postage, your proof of postage. So I'd have to update every single tracking number in a way that would work with eBay. Now, as somebody who sold over 400 items, I didn't have the tracking for every item. So I said this to eBay, and they said, well, they basically sent me the same message multiple times. Get the tracking, get the tracking, get the tracking. And I'm like, I can't get it. Some of these items never had tracking to begin with, so it's not going to be possible. Anyway, I got the message for last week, and I said, look, if somebody does read this message, because it seemed like it was a robot, can you please just get back to me with a normal response, something different? If I'm banned on eBay, just let me know I'm banned. If I can get my account back without proof of postage, because of the results that I've shown, I have sold multiple items, I am a legit seller and I try to do everything correctly, if I can get it back, just let me know. Please don't send me the same automated message again, which is wasting both my time and your time, because I have to wait 3 to 5 days between messages. So obviously it's like 3 weeks before I can even get any results back, because, back and forth, back and forth. Finally I got a response back. This was late Sunday into Monday. And it said, so hello, obviously me, we've decided not to unrestrict your account and you are now fully suspended on eBay. That means that you don't have access to selling anymore at all. And yeah, well basically goodbye. That was basically what the message read. And I'm like, well that's a bit unfair, but like I said, the way that I've seen it is I've basically been banned from July anyway. I've not had the ability to sell anything since then, so what's different about now? When we think about that though, it gives me a big question, and that's what do I do with eBay? eBay is one of the great sources of income for me, and it has been for some time. It's a relatively fun business to run, it's relatively easy, and I can do it with ease, overall. So what do I do about this? I've been looking into it for weeks and months. It looks like it's unlikely that once you get your account fully suspended, you're going to be able to appeal that. So I might as well just say goodbye to the account. It's a shame, because I built up an account that has well over 150 positive feedback and, countless sales, which is honestly a lot of social proof, to be honest, for people who are looking to buy. So it's a shame to see that all go. But with that being said, it's gone. What am I going to do? I'm not going to cry about it because basically knew it was gone since July. So to sit here and say, oh, it's gone, I'm upset about it, it's no new news, is it? It's what I expected anyway. So the question is then, what do I do about this? Now, I've got a few options from the way I see it. My first option is to just start a new eBay account, and this is something which I've already done. Now, this was not actually intentional, and by the way, for those who are going to say it, it is against eBay's terms of service, apparently, to have an account open whilst another account has been restricted. But this account was open months ago anyway. I've had stuff for sale in it for some time. The way I see it, I might as well carry on trying to sell on that account, as the ultimate downside is that my account gets banned anyway, which puts me back to square one. I'm not going to be in a worse position than I was anyway, because my account's already been banned, so I don't have much to lose. And I could just see how that goes. Now, I've been looking through the forums and all that sort of stuff. Is it a good idea, or is it a plausible idea to start a new eBay once being banned on the platform? I found mixed results. Some people say, yeah, I started a new account, and despite the measures that eBay apparently takes to find these accounts, this person had the same details and was not found ever. They were selling 6, 7, 8 months later on the platform still. This curtain's slightly annoying me, so I'm just going to close it like that, so it stops banging on my arm. Anyway, so yeah, people were saying that, they've been selling on the platform for months and months, and never have been caught since. And then we have other people saying, well, you'll get banned straight away. So if it's just speculation and it boils down to person and case to case, I might as well try it. Like I say, I've got nothing to lose, my account's already banned. That's my first option, and that's something that I am going to genuinely try. So I've listed up a few items. I've got 20 listings on my new account. The views figures are starting to spike, and I'm just going to see where that goes, I've set my payouts to daily for that, so that if my account was to get banned, I wouldn't lose too much in actual money. And I just want to see what happens with it. So I'm going to treat it like a new account and treat it like it's an account that I think I'm going to grow. If I get banned on there, I get banned on there. But like I say, I don't see it being a case that I've got much to lose in the first place, so I might as well carry on with it. Now, if that account does get banned, I do have another option, which is to change everything to do with my account and my reselling business. So this is a more complex measure overall, but it is a way I believe that could help me to get a new eBay account if necessary. Obviously, I could go with a stealth account route, but I also think I could genuinely just legitimately change all of the details to a point where it wouldn't even matter. So I obviously have more than one bank account that I could use, so that changes the payout information from my first account. I have more than one connection to the internet, and the only thing that would need to be changed then is my address, which could very easily be done with a new office space or a post box. So that's one avenue that I could go down if I wanted to potentially try and start a new eBay account that way. But at the minute, I'm just doing it with a simple account and seeing how that works, with all the same details, same bank and all that sort of stuff, because I had this account open for months anyway. If it gets banned, it gets banned, but like I say, I don't have much to lose at this point. Anyway, with that being said, I am looking forward to seeing how this goes, and I will keep you guys updated, because eBay is one of those businesses that I've been doing for a very long time. I want to see it do well. It's probably been one of my most successful side hustle / business ideas, and if it can go well again, I'd like to see that. If I end up getting banned from the platform completely or restricted or anything like that, that's just the way it goes. But I think I might as well try it for now anyway. And in terms of reselling on other platforms, that's something which I'm also moving to. I'm thinking about starting up a new Amazon account as well, because to be honest, I don't think I gave Amazon enough of a full try to say it is or isn't a good platform. So I'm going to give it another go, see how I go with Amazon, and try that as well. I've also got the Etsy shop, which did make a sale last week, like I said, and this is something which could possibly scale up to a point where I could make a decent income off that as well. But eBay has been the main source of income for a long time. To be honest, I know eBay like that in terms of how the system works and how to actually get sales on there. So I don't really want to lose all of my eBay experience. I'd like to see myself continue on eBay, but again, it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to wait and see. My main account, though, is definitely gone. There's no chance of getting that one back, it looks like, and I'm not even going to try anymore. Obviously, I'd love to have it back, but It's not happening, so there's not much that you can do. When you're on a platform like eBay, as you do have to play within their rules. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I'm giving it my best shot, seeing how we go for a couple of months, and if I get banned, I'll tell you guys about that. If I don't, I'll tell you guys about that and tell you about how the sales are going. And, generally I'll be setting up the information to see how I can sustainably start eBay selling in the long term, because whether or not the account does get banned, today, tomorrow, next month, next year, it's always going to be something in the back of my mind that could happen. So for that reason, it may be best to start thinking about setting up a new account anyway, with a different address, with a different phone number, all that kind of stuff. I can do that, just by renting an office and making the office the headquarters of the eBay and that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's it for this one. I wanted to keep you guys updated on the eBay journey, as it is one of the main topics of this channel, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in our next one, and goodbye for now.